As reported on SportsIllustrated.com, Bleacher Report, and several Broncos sources as well, it seems as if the Denver Broncos are about to move on from a former first-round draft pick, a fan favorite. You either loved him or you hated him. Rocking number 10, Jerry Jeudy. We are breaking down all of the news and rumors of this trade. If this trade is to actually go down, what does it signal about who's going to be throwing the ball next year in Denver? What is the Broncos going to get in return for trading Jerry Jeudy, and where might he be going? And then other rumored moves that are going to be happening in even just the next couple weeks to help the Denver Broncos get under the cap. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ben. I break down all things Denver Broncos because I know none of us can get enough, and we always want to stay buckled up. So looking at this is an article from SportsIllustrated.com. And essentially what was reported on Bleacher Report, Alex K is the original reporter of this story, and then it has been sourced. Jeff Legwall looked into it. We heard Jerry Jeudy's name floated time and time again at the trade deadline, and heard Adam Schefter come on several radio stations and say people wanted Jeudy, but Sean Payton did not want to get rid of him. So essentially what the deal would be is Cleveland Browns would send us their second pick in the draft, which is pick number 54. They were just eliminated from the playoffs with Joe Flacco as their quarterback. And so we would get the 54th pick. We picked him at 15th overall. So that seems like that's not a great return on the value, but where we're at right now in Jerry Jeudy's contract is that we would have to pay him again at the end of this year. So this is the end of his 5th-year option that we got since we picked him in the first round. And so, yeah, here it is. This is a Cleveland Browns website that is basically saying the Cleveland Browns are going to try to get him. They tried to get him multiple times last year. And if you look, and they could pair him with Amari Cooper, they're getting their running back. That could be a pretty formidable team for Jerry Jeudy to go to. The interesting thing for me is that Jerry Jeudy is a great receiver for a certain type of quarterback, a quarterback who can really thrive under timing throws, a quarterback who looks at the whole field. Jerry Jeudy is the kind of guy who gets himself open with his feet, and he gets himself open early in the route tree. And then once he makes his initial move, whether that's like a cut left or a right or a slant or whatever that is, once he has that initial pocket of being wide open, he's put so much effort into getting open that he never makes the second move to go get open. And that's where Russell Wilson thrives, is Russell Wilson isn't always seeing the dude once he pops open, but he then scrambles around, and it's scramble drill. And that's why Courtland Sutton thrived under him. So if the Denver Broncos are trading Jerry Jeudy, I think it is a surefire sign that Russell Wilson is back as the main signal caller next year in Denver. Because I think if you were to go out and get someone like a Penix or a rookie quarterback, having a amazing route runner with some of the best feet in the NFL and Jerry Jeudy would be a great little safety blanket for a rookie quarterback. But we know, even though Russ and Courtland got along really well, or Russ and Jerry got along really well, Jerry is not the type of quarterback who does well with Russell Wilson. So very interesting there to just to see how that plays out. If that ends up happening, I feel good about it. I guess I'm glad. I don't think we have the salary cap to pay him again. I don't think he's quite at that wide receiver 1 level yet. And so you can't pay him like a number 1. And we have a stacked receiver room. And we know that Jerry Jeudy had some drama, to say the least, with feuding on the sideline, some Twitter storms he got in with people like Philip Lindsay. So I think if we are able to get a second-round draft pick, we don't currently have a pick in the second round of the draft. We heard Sean Payton and George Payton talk about how much they want draft picks. So I've loved Jerry Jeudy's potential. I love playing with him on Madden. I love receivers wearing number 10. Shout out Emmanuel Sanders, one of my favorites ever. But I don't think Jerry Jeudy works with Russell Wilson as his quarterback. And so that'll just be really interesting to see. Is Sean Payton able to run his ideal system? And if he is, it's not Russell Wilson and it's not Jerry Jeudy. Or it's not Russell Wilson, it is Jerry Jeudy. But if we're going to defer now to Russell Wilson, we probably send Jerry Jeudy packing, and we're happy with the second round pick. So love to hear in the comments what you think about that. Other crazy news of the day, or crazy news as we're moving into off season, is we need to get under the cap. Whether or not we cut Russell, we're about $20 million over the cap right now, and so we have to get rid of some highly paid players. So first off, Jerry Jeudy would free up some cap room if we trade him. The other thing is there are a lot of rumors about 2 starters this year who have great backups and who George Payton especially believes in their backups. So that is our linebacker, Jeudy, and our center, Cushenberry. So looking at Jeudy, his backup is the guy we drafted super early in the draft. And that is, we just saw him flash a couple times. Drew Sanders, the guy out of Arkansas who's just, he stopped that fake punt against the Chargers. He definitely flashed a couple times. But I just loved seeing Jeudy and Alex Singleton and the chemistry that they had. They truly liked each other, and you could tell by how they played. But I think Cushenberry, that was a weakness on the offensive line, was that he constantly was giving up pressure. And all the rumors show that Alex Forsyth, who we drafted last year in the 7th round, could step into that spot as well. So very interesting to see 3 dudes who came out and were part of that 5-game win streak, or that 1-5 start. They were part of both of those. There's a great chance that Cushenberry, Jerry Jeudy, and Jeudy might not be on the squad next year. Which of those, in the comments, would you be most sad if we lost, and which one would you just be like, yep, let's do that move yesterday? So can't wait to keep following all this for you. I will do my best to break all the news as soon as I hear that. As we are approaching the next round of the playoffs, sometimes these moves are rumored and they are discussed, but you can't actually execute a trade right now. You can agree to a trade in principle, and that is what it seems like happened with Jerry Jeudy. Always those can fall apart at the last second. Those can, if we ended up, all of a sudden the Chicago Bears put the number 1 pick on the board and we could get Caleb Williams, and we think Jerry Jeudy would really help him out or something. But I think this is a really good sign that Russell Wilson is back next year, because I think if Sean Payton had what he wanted, he would get Russell Wilson out of town and he would get a new quarterback and let Jerry Jeudy eat. Jerry Jeudy's best games were games that Russell Wilson didn't play, and I don't think there is any coincidence in that. Like he had his first touchdown of the entire year was with the Raiders against Stidham, and that's not what's supposed to happen with a dude that you picked at 15 overall. And I think if he had a different quarterback, and Russell Wilson certainly has his strengths, but if he had a different quarterback, Jerry Jeudy would have had a much better year. So can't wait to hear what y'all think. I will keep you updated. And as always, Broncos Country, stay buckled up.